Good afternoon, everybody. This is Karen coming to you from my craft room. It's a cold, sunny day here in January here in Massachusetts, and I wanted to do this scrapbook layout process video for you. I haven't done one in a while, other than ones, of course, with my workshops, but I thought I'd do this one today. This is from recent Scrapbook with me. I came up with this layout, but I decided to hold off assembling it until I could do it with you guys because I wanted to share a couple little tips with you. This is the sketch we worked from. This was from this past Monday Scrapbook with me. And those of you that know me are used to me doing my monthly recaps. And I did a November recap with this one. So I'm going to show you how I put this together. So I've got my small photos. I print these on my Epson PM400 printer, and which is great because it lets me print exactly what I want, to the size I want, and print when I want it. So, and since I'm working in an 8.5 by 11 format for the rest of 2024, I am still catching up. I tend to resize most of my 6x4s and my 4x4s. I resize everything smaller. So I pulled out some retired Stampin' Up! DSP for this layout. And what I did is I actually pulled out a couple small packs. So this is the Wood Textures DSP. It was a retired 6x6 pack. And then this one, Festival of Prints DSP. This is kind of more of a matte stack pack. So I wanted to show you how you can kind of work with papers, smaller papers, to create your layouts. So what I did first, and I'm going to kind of assemble both pages at once as I do this, is I decided to work with the wood textures for my backgrounds, and mainly because the fact of when I put the two pieces together, because of the wood grain and everything, the seam disappears. And I did the same on the left-hand page. So I kind of started with the right-hand page, and then I did the same here. So when you look at these together, it just looks like kind of straight wood going across the pages. So I'm going to start off adhering these pieces. And I love wood grain paper, and I always tried to have some in my stash because it's fun to work with. And this is an old, this is actually, I think, Pretty Peacock. I'm sorry if I'm not the best. Coming over from close to my heart, I'm still not completely versed in all of the Stampin' Up! Color names. But this is a current color, and I think it's Pretty Peacock. I just found it worked really well with this particular colors for this paper. I've had some of these papers in my stash for a while, so I really am trying to kind of use it up. So I'm going to put this here. And then this piece. Can't get that down. And I do like the fact that, the wood grain lends itself very easily to kind of the seams disappearing, even across the two pages. So next I'm going to add my large piece here. This is actually going to go to the side, so if I'm following the sketch. And I'm going to add this large piece here. I'm going to go a little bit down because I do want to put another piece above it. And I am trying to line things up, and do have a little issue with my eyesight, so of some astigmatism, so I'm working on trying to be good. So I pull out my trusty ruler all the time. So use my good old trusty acrylic ruler. I'm just going to lay it across both pages, make sure everything is kind of lined up, so that when I put this down, and this actually is going to tuck underneath, and this is where just got my nails done today, so they're a little off. I'm going to tuck this under a little bit to line that up. Okay, so I've got those, and then I'm going to start adding some of my diagonal strips. I cut these all from one sheet, so I'm trying to line them up so that it kind of goes kind of a top to bottom. So I'm going to start with this one. And I love being able to use some of these interesting prints that I haven't touched yet for my layouts, and I like being able to try to take a smaller piece of paper and show how you can kind of use it. So, I mean, if you have the smaller papers and you want to use them, you can always use them kind of behind a row of photos where it's going to hide the seam. Or I've done some where I've put like a stripe across the center to kind of create that division. So you don't really necessarily know that it was a smaller piece of paper that you're working with. So that's always one thing that you can do. I'm going to add this piece of there. Yeah, this paper worked perfect for this layout. I love it. I love the colors of this. You know, it's trying to do these monthly recaps and trying to figure out what papers, what patterns I want to work with for them. So that's my left-hand page. Now let me just continue pulling together my right hand. And again, I cut these are a little smaller, so I want to make sure I've got them in the right order. Got all my pieces over here. Okay, that one might be slightly off. That's okay. See, even I mess up a little bit, but because I know diagonal stripes sometimes are hard to work with because you might get a little off in your placement. I probably could have lined all these up, but like I said, it's fun to work with these smaller paper packs. You know, you would think that just for mats, but you don't really, or cards, but they do work well for scrapbook layouts, and you can still use them. I've seen a lot of sketches using the 6x6 papers for your 12x12 layouts, and there's so many ways that you can cut the paper. I want to make sure. Nope. See, I almost messed that one up. That's why I always double check before I adhere something. And then one last piece. And this is going in here. So there's the base. Now I'm going to add my photos. Now the photos are going to slightly there. And I have a picture of my nails. I've been getting my nails done dips for a while, and my nail artist is great. She just did these are my kind of winter nails that she did today. So always a little bit of an adjustment when she does my nails, because it's definitely can be tough at times to pick things up. And then put this here and put this here. Yeah, November was a fun month for us. We enjoyed all of the little outings and family time. So that's that. Now, to embellish this, I've got some little banner strips that I cut, dovetailed them, and I'm just going to adhere here. Took other little pieces. There we go. One more banner. There we go. One more dovetail banner. Now my title I cut on my Cricut. I decided to use the same font styling for all of my monthly recaps for the month. So I cut this, and I also cut an offset for it. And that for those of you that are going to attend my class, I'm going to show you how to do the offset and kind of the ins and outs of it. So I'm actually going to do this with the offset behind it. So I'm just going to adhere my letters to the offset. Yeah, I'm going to be doing this class on February 8th. and it's going to be hybrid. So if you're interested in kind of attending, this is going to be kind of my version of a Cricut 101 class, because I definitely do not consider myself to be, super knowledgeable on the Cricut. And I'm sure there's people that are much more knowledgeable than I am. And oops, just gonna fix that. I use the Xyron X a lot for small pieces, especially Cricut pieces. All right, get that there. So that's going to go there, my title. And that is going to go right there. And I'm going to add my journaling strips. I definitely like using journaling strips. I just cut typically 1/4 inch tall pieces of cardstock. And I'll definitely do my journaling later, but for right now I'm just going to put those two on there. And then I've got some enamel dots from my stash that I'm going to use. I'm going to kind of go with some of the browns and the darker colors because of the color of my background. Let's see. Some of these are a little old, so sometimes they take a little bit to come off of my backing sheet, but so I'm going to add these just kind of in a couple spots, little groups of 3. They kind of popped off on me. Yeah, some of the things are a little bit older, but it's okay. I love things like this. So that and another one, but I'm gonna finish this up for you so that I can kind of show you how the finished piece looks. So as you can get an idea, so it's from this sketch to this finished layout, and I hope you enjoy it, and look for more layout process videos coming, and for more information on this on my blog, which will be linked in the description of this video. I hope you enjoyed it and have a great day.